Hi guys, Aceface back with another video for Twisted Dice. I'm back with another Tyranid video for you. It's Wednesday, so it's Tyranid time. And today I've got a short, sharp video reviewing a brand new Tyranid list that has just won a GT. So hopefully, guys, this is going to be something that's going to be really interesting for you. So hang around and listen to it because it's going to be a good one. Before we get started, if you please could hit that subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up, it helps us out tons. I'd also love to hear your comments on the list, what you think. It'd be really cool to hear. And what I will do is I'll put all the links and descriptions and stuff to all the stuff I talk about down in the comments below. So jumping in there with this list. So this list has just recently won a GT. It was taken by none other than John Lennon from The Art of War. I'll put his links and stuff below. Definitely check him out over there because I'm sure he'll do more content on this, breaking down the list even more so. But as the Tyranid master myself, I had to talk about it. It'd be wrong not to, and hopefully you guys then can go away and have a think about this list. Maybe try it yourself, see how it works out for you, because it's a very, very cool list. So it was a five-game tournament. It was a five-game tournament GT, and the list was a really cool mix of Kronos and Kraken. So in the Kronos it was a patrol detachment. It consisted of a Neurophrope. Obviously the Neurophrope's going to take that psychic power to make sure that he can get those exploding hits on the units he needs to. Then we have got a unit of Rippers and a unit of Hormagaunts. Again, we've spoken about Hormagaunts and now how they are now coming through as the go-to troops choice. So it's interesting to see that very much coming across in this list as well. We then got a unit of Rippers. And we've got then the big heavy lifters, 6 Hive Guards with the Impaler cannons and an Exocrine as well. So, you know, no surprise there, the usual suspects, but these guys in a Kronos dish out probably some of the best point-for-point damage in the game, so they do not mess around. Then we go into the Kraken detachment. This is very much where John Lennon puts his stamp of kind of individuality. He's very much an assault man. He loves playing the kind of combat, fast-hitting kind of Tyranids, and generally his army type is that more kind of style. I will tend to lean more heavily weighting into the shooting. He goes for more combat. So in this detachment, he's got this Swarm Lord. You're always going to take that Swarm Lord in a Kraken, just because that ability synergizes with Kraken so well. He's then got a Hive Tyrant with wings, Devourers, and monstrous Rending Claws. Great choice again. So quick, quite good in combat, but very hard to shift. A lot of resilience there. A little bit of shooting. He's just a really good unit, and the old Hive Tyrants, they never go out of fashion. Then we've got in troop choices, we've got a couple of units of the Hormagaunts, and then we've got a big, fat, juicy unit of Termagants with Devourers. The Devourers are now a really interesting option. Again, not necessarily sold on them myself yet, but I can see how they work very well, and they give him a chaff clearing ability paired with a chaff clearing ability and a big body of troops. So a really solid unit, to be fair, and be so interested to hear how John got on with them, because I said I'm not necessarily convinced yet. We then have a Lichter. If you're a Tyranid player, you should always be bringing a Lichter, because they are just so good for their points and they score those secondary objectives so well. And then his list, the kind of the icing on the cake, if you like, are 2 Democarons. Those guys are just incredibly powerful now, and one of them has been upgraded as well with the advanced digestion. I can't remember the name of it now, but super strong. And you know, look, that list has everything. It fits the cap system so well, guys. You know, it's got bags of control, it's got bags of aggravating, it's got bags of power. Just fits it all together super well. He's got good ball coverage. It's just a really well-rounded list with some real strong, hard-hitting units. So I can see why it's done really well, and by God, it did. And you're probably thinking, well, you know, it was probably a tabletop simulator. It was probably, you know, against soft players. No, this was a really hard-hitting lists that it went against. It overcame Knights and Imperial Guard in the first round. Then it overcame a Iron Hands Space Marine list in the second round. It then beat one of his teammates, Nick Nallavadi himself, with some Death Guard. So obviously that's no slouch. They're a really difficult army to go against. So resilient, so he beat him. Nick's list has a load of Poxwalkers, so I'd be interested to see whether those Devourers were absolutely on form that game, because I think they needed to be. He then took on a pretty challenging Dark Eldar list with loads of racks, and also had some Eldar in there with the undercosted Hornets, which are very strong and will be very good at pinging off those big bugs. So that would have been interesting. And then in the final, he took on what is perceived to be the new hotness and beat the Deathwing or the Dark Angels. So, you know, look, some of the strongest, newest codexes, and the Tyranids overcame them. So yet again, it shows that Tyranids absolutely can hang with the best armies. They are a really strong, well-suited to 9th edition army with a few tweaks that hopefully we get with the new codex. They absolutely could be amazing, but they are still so viable and so good now. So, you know, really let me know your thoughts on it, and I can't wait to hear what John's breakdown is on this list and how his matchups went. But really well done. Great to see Tyranids top of the pile. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you stuck around to the end of this video, I've been really trying and tweaking with the sound in the studio. Obviously, I've changed my environment now. I've got like dogs in the background. You probably hear their pug breathing. I've got, you know, all sorts of other background noises, humming from here and there. Doing my best to kind of reduce those sounds. So I'm really interested to hear your feedback, whether you think the sound and the picture quality is better than last week. If it is, then thumbs up, great. I'll continue to keep tweaking and making it better for you guys. But thanks for hanging around. Thanks for, you know, all your kind words. And until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.